Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This time we're gonna tackle the Cycladic architecture. I think I'm saying that well. Cycladic architecture is something you find in, for example, Santorini in Greece. I'm pretty sure most of you know how Santorini looks like. If not, I probably put a picture on the screen for you, so even if you don't know, you know now. But basically, is some good old white buildings, mostly with blue roofings, but it's more common to just see the white buildings as you see over here. Also, it's like a white building with some pottery, some leaves, and it's also well known for its beautiful windmills. Oh, my chickens all died. Fuck. Right. So, as I was saying before I noticed that I absolutely murdered all my chickens by accident, they also have a very beautiful windmill. Yeah, I kinda forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, moving on. So they do have a beautiful windmill, and I use invisible chickens, which doesn't make it a lot easier for all the leads. As in real life, you also had all those wires going through the windmill, connecting every part, and I tried to replicate that here as well. It doesn't connect like perfectly, as you can see over there. Just like doesn't connect to that exactly because, well, you know, it would have been so much easier if you could just like use a lead to connect one part with another part without needing to use invisible chickens. And if you want to use invisible chickens like I do, there's a command for that. It's a pretty long command, but it basically says just a couple of things. So let me try to go over it. So you summon the chicken at wherever you are. That's what the three thingies here say. Then it's just say egg lay times -1. I tried to do that so they don't lay any eggs, but that didn't really work out as I intended it to be. Then I used invulnerable 1B, so they're unkillable basically. No AI 1B makes them just stay in place like midair, wanted to move. And I also made them silent. I'm not quite sure if you need to make them silent if they don't have an AI, but I just did so just in case. And then I added active effects of invisibility, duration -1, so it will take like forever until it runs out. Eventually, let's say you're playing on your server for 2 months, 3 months, maybe eventually they'll like get visible again. I show particles also 0B, so there won't be any invisibility effects like the swirls when you drink a potion. So that's basically the command for invisible chickens. Then you just lead them up and yeah, put them on a fence, and then you get this kind of effect. Let's go look at the building, shall we? So the building is using a lot of white blocks. Try to do some textures as well at the bottom to show some dirt on the walls. I first tried to do the building with white concrete, but as you see with the buildings in Greece, they have this rock pattern as well, like some sandy pattern at the wall. So that's why I switched over to white concrete powder. It has the same, I don't know, it has the same texture, it has the same feel of it. Then for the windows, I used a warped fence, warped sign, warped trapdoor, and inside the stairs to, well, connect it all in one piece. And behind that, I used white banners with a pattern on the bottom like this. So you have that nice little curtain pattern on the bottom as well. Then for the flooring, oh yeah, this is also warped stuff. The flooring, I actually used dead coral blocks, a lot of different kind of dead coral blocks, together with gravel and cobblestone, and also threw in a light gray concrete powder here and there. Then we also this overhang or whatever it's called, patio. I don't know. I'm not quite familiar with the term of these kinds of builds, but some kind of green roofing. And I filled it with leaves, but since it's very hot in here, the leaf maybe can't handle it and kind of burnt, and that's why I use mangrove roots to give that extra burnt leaves, I guess, or one of those dried leaves effect. So if you look from afar, you will see it's green, but it also has some brown patches in it that indicate that some leaves are dying or burnt or crispy. You could also add some extra flowers here and there with azalea flowered leaves, but I found these pretty as it is. I also used some glowberries to give that extra hanging feeling. Then once we enter the building, we have this big spacious area. Try to do some minimal decoration here and there to show what it could be, but in my opinion it speaks more for itself if you just keep it open so you know what you could do with that room. You can use your own imagination and think about what you could place in it. Then once we go upstairs, I try to do some beautiful bedroom, and I killed my fish. Yeah, one fresh fish. Now we're just gonna place some extra fish in here. I need to stop using the command to kill all entities. It's getting out of hand. There we go, I got fish. Yeah, beautiful. So we got a beautiful aquarium right next to your bed, and next to your bed you also have a small bookcase where you can pick up your books. And I killed all my armor stands. Hi, oh, what the fuck? Alright, be right back. Alright, so I placed my armor stands. Let's hope that's the loss of it. Yeah, that is getting pretty annoying. So, you got your wardrobe over there as well. And if you move out here, I also had to place some extra armor stands over here as well, because you got some small terrace over here. Got your chairs, your table. Gonna close the table so it looks better. There you go. So you got your parcel. So you're nice in the shade. You got your drink over here, so you can chill with your friends. And you also use an entrance over here, so you can chill even at night, so you can actually see each other's face and not be in the dark. Then if you go down here, try to connect the windmill to the house as well. So first go upstairs and then you can just go down here. And now you enter the windmill, which is very cozy. Well, not cozy, it's the wrong word. It's well, it's an old place and it's not that well taken care of, so you got some holes in the floor. And yeah, so once you go up here, you could either jump out the window if you don't want to do that, or you can go to the roof, and at the roof you have an even better view of your surroundings. You have a 360 view here. Yep. Can't be the only one that saw something move there, right? Anyway, so you can see everything here, and it's just gorgeous. And there's one more door over here, but that's just another dead end, just in case you want to jump down. Yeah. So for the windmill as well, try to connect it to the house with some packed mud bricks, some wax exposed cut copper, some brown wool, brown terracotta, and normal terracotta. And for the windmill itself, it's basically just more copper. So that's this house explained in a brief moment. I honestly really dig this house. I found it so beautiful. It's such a beautiful ocean-side house to have. It makes all the right elements were built, and I'm really proud of this guy. So, with that being said, let's go over to our survival build, where I tried to use very easy to get blocks to build a similar kind of building, but just a tiny bit smaller. Let's get into it. honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the snow, but of course you could use any other block. You could even use diorite, but you know, diorite as a building block, it's good for details like the shading and maybe in here as well, like extra texture in the flooring. Yeah, like that could work as well, right? That could work decently. But as your main building component, that just doesn't bode well, does it? So yeah, right now using snow. Obviously, if you want to ground that out for the concrete powder, I don't think that recipe is super hard to do. I think it's like sand and gravel and dye, probably, right? This shows that I don't play that much survival. But yeah, it's not that hard if you use white concrete powder instead. Because white dye is obviously very easy to get in bone meal. And sand and gravel is not the hardest to get either. So if you really don't... Well, actually, I think it's easier to get than snow. By the time you find a snow biome, you probably already have like enough gravel and sand to do this. Anyway, that aside, I tried to do some interior design here, which turned out in a very weird setup for an enchanting table. It had its little charm, but it's so weird. Also, you don't really need to use the banners, but I really like them as curtains. They give the good old Greek vibes as well, with the little symbol at the bottom of the banner and the color as well. Same thing with the doors and the trapdoors. If you have, if you feel like going to the Nether and get warped with just the doors and the trapdoors, I honestly think that will look nicer. This works as well, right? This works pretty decently. Then for the roofing as well, instead of using carpet, you could also use the same pattern as the floors, right when I did in my bigger build. So if you already have that, then go ahead and do it. Other than that, I think it's pretty clear. It's a little bit more of a complex building than I normally do for my survival builds. But in my opinion, it looks pretty decent. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. See ya.